The recent Texas school board elections sent shockwaves through the state's political landscape. Voters turned out in record numbers, driven by a mix of local issues and broader national debates. The results were nothing short of surprising. Conservative incumbents, once considered shoo-ins, faced unexpected defeats in key districts. These were candidates who had long held their positions with little opposition, making their losses even more striking. These losses, particularly in areas like Tarrant County, Mansfield ISD, and Arlington ISD, have left many questioning the future of conservative dominance in Texas education. These districts have traditionally been strongholds of conservative values, making the shift all the more significant. The election results point to a potential shift in voter sentiment, with implications reaching far beyond the classrooms. Parents, teachers, and community members are all weighing in on what these changes could mean for the future of education in Texas. They raise questions about the effectiveness of conservative strategies and the changing dynamics of local politics. Campaigns that once relied on traditional conservative talking points are now being challenged by new voices and perspectives. While some dismiss these results as an anomaly, others see them as a sign of a broader trend against conservative policies. Political analysts are divided, with some predicting a temporary blip and others forecasting a long-term shift. Only time will tell what these elections truly signify, but one thing is certain: the political landscape of Texas education is changing. The voices of the community are becoming more diverse, and the issues at stake are more complex than ever before. As Texas moves forward, the impact of these elections will be closely watched by both sides of the political spectrum. Tarrant County, a Republican stronghold, witnessed a surprising turn of events in the May 6th school board elections. Republican-backed candidates faced significant losses, signaling a potential shift in the county's political landscape. These losses were particularly notable in traditionally conservative areas, indicating a possible erosion of support for Republican-aligned candidates. While the reasons behind these losses are complex, they suggest a growing dissatisfaction with the status quo. The Tarrant County elections serve as a microcosm of the broader changes taking place in Texas politics. The Mansfield Independent School District election became a focal point for the debate over book bans, a hot-button issue in Texas. Three conservative incumbents, known for their support of book restrictions, were unseated by challengers who campaigned on platforms of inclusivity and academic freedom. The election results reflect a community divided over the role of censorship in education. Opponents of book bans argued that they stifle diverse voices and limit students' access to a well-rounded education. The Mansfield ISD election highlights the growing tension between parental rights and the need for inclusive educational materials. In Arlington ISD, the contest for school board control showcased the influence of campaign financing in local elections. Incumbent David Wilbanks, backed by significant contributions from political action committees, secured re-election against his challenger, April Williams Moore. Wilbanks's victory underscores the financial hurdles faced by candidates without access to large donors. Critics argue that the influx of PAC money into local elections undermines the democratic process. The Arlington ISD election raises concerns about transparency and accountability in school board elections. The specter of state politics loomed large over the Texas school board elections. Governor Greg Abbott's recent push for school vouchers and increased parental control over education became key issues in many races. Supporters of these measures argue that they empower parents and promote school choice. Opponents, however, contend that they divert funding from public schools and could lead to further segregation. The debate over vouchers and parental rights is likely to continue shaping education policy in Texas for years to come. Section 6. Low turnout, high stakes, a deeper look at voter participation. A recurring theme in the Texas school board elections was the issue of low voter turnout. Many districts reported turnout rates below 10%, raising concerns about voter apathy and engagement. Low turnout can have significant consequences, as it often amplifies the impact of a small, highly motivated group of voters. Experts point to a number of factors contributing to low turnout, including voter fatigue, lack of awareness about local elections, and the timing of school board elections. Efforts to increase voter participation in school board elections are crucial for ensuring that these races reflect the will of the people. Section 7. Expert analysis. Deciphering the reasons behind the conservative defeat. Political analysts offer a range of explanations for the recent conservative setbacks in Texas school board elections. These elections, often seen as a barometer for broader political trends, have shown a significant shift in voter sentiment. Some point to the changing demographics of the state, highlighting the increasing diversity in many Texas communities. This demographic shift has brought new perspectives and priorities to the forefront, influencing voter behavior in unexpected ways. Others cite growing dissatisfaction with conservative policies on education. Issues such as curriculum changes, standardized testing, and the handling of school funding have become hot-button topics, leading to increased voter turnout and engagement. Brandon Rottinghouse, a political science professor at the University of Houston, suggests that voters are sending a message about the need for greater investment in public education. He argues that the electorate is increasingly concerned about the quality of education and the resources available to students and teachers. He also notes the effectiveness of grassroots campaigns in mobilizing voters around specific issues, such as book bans and school funding. These grassroots efforts have been particularly successful in engaging younger voters and those who may not have participated in previous elections. The results of these elections indicate a need for both parties to reevaluate their strategies and priorities when it comes to education policy. For conservatives, this may mean addressing the concerns of a more diverse electorate and finding common ground on contentious issues. For progressives, it could involve continuing to build on the momentum of grassroots movements and ensuring that their policies resonate with a broad spectrum of voters. Ultimately, these elections serve as a reminder of the dynamic and ever-changing nature of the political landscape. Section 8. National Implications. A warning sign for the Republican Party? The outcome of the Texas school board elections has reverberated beyond the state's borders, prompting discussions about the future of the Republican Party. These elections, often seen as a microcosm of larger national trends, have sparked debates among political analysts and party strategists. The results have been particularly concerning for Republicans, who have traditionally relied on strong support in suburban areas. The shifting dynamics in these regions could signal broader challenges for the party as it seeks to maintain its influence. Some see these losses as a warning sign for Republicans nationwide, particularly in suburban areas where the party has struggled to maintain support. The changing demographics and evolving priorities of suburban voters have made these areas increasingly competitive. Issues such as education, healthcare, and local governance are becoming more prominent, and the Republican Party's stance on these matters is being closely scrutinized. The party's ability to adapt to these changes will be crucial in upcoming elections. The elections highlight the growing salience of education as a wedge issue, with the potential to mobilize voters across party lines. Education has emerged as a critical battleground, with debates over curriculum, school funding, and parental involvement taking center stage. These issues resonate deeply with many voters, transcending traditional party loyalties. The Republican Party's approach to education policy will likely play a significant role in shaping its future electoral prospects. As the Republican Party grapples with its identity in a changing political landscape, the results of these local elections serve as a stark reminder of the importance of connecting with voters on issues that matter most to them. The party faces the challenge of balancing its core principles with the evolving needs and concerns of a diverse electorate. Engaging with voters on a personal level, understanding their priorities, and addressing their concerns will be essential for the party's success. The Texas school board elections may be just one example, but they offer valuable insights into the broader trends that could shape the future of American politics. Section 9. The Road Ahead, Charting the Course of Education Policy in Texas. The recent school board elections have left many wondering about the future of education policy in Texas. With newly elected boards taking office, the stage is set for potential shifts in curriculum, funding, and parental involvement. It remains to be seen whether these changes will usher in a new era of bipartisan cooperation or further exacerbate existing divisions. One thing is certain, the stakes are high for the future of education in Texas, and the decisions made by these newly elected officials will have a lasting impact on generations to come.